So Home Depot has just had their managers meeting, and they've released a look at some of the animatronics, including this one right here, Poppy. Looks like it's going to be a great year for Halloween animatronics. Hello, ghouls and goblins, and welcome back to the channel. Today's spooky adventure. Home Depot had their managers meeting, and they have released the Halloween animatronics for 2026. I've touched base on this loosely a few times now, but now, yesterday, we had the managers meeting, so now we have confirmation of all of the animatronics we can expect to see on Home Depot shelves this spooky season. So without further ado, let's get into this and join me if you dare.
I got a black heart, it's a new start. Welcome to the spooky club. I got a black heart, it's a new start. Welcome to the spooky club. Take that! Join the spooky club.
All right, so it's looking like a pretty cool season, and Home Depot is coming out swinging with some great spooky animatronics. First up, one that I'm excited about, definitely gives me Little Shop of Horrors vibes, and it's this 12-foot, what appears to be like a Venus flytrap animatronic. Now, Home Depot always comes on strong with the 12-foot animatronics, but this one is definitely giving me 1980s vibes, definitely from Little Shop of Horrors with this Venus flytrap 12-foot animatronic. It's got like 3 heads here. It's going to be a super cool piece, and I'm looking forward to this one. Sound off in the comments below if this is one that you're going to be adding to your animatronic collection in 2026. Next up, also another 12-foot animatronic that Home Depot is coming hard with. We get a 12-foot mummy. Yes, you heard that right. Not a 12-foot skeleton, but a 12-foot mummy. Now, if you're into all things spooky and retro Halloween related, we don't get many mummy animatronics. So the fact that Home Depot has given us a mummy animatronic for 2026, this definitely screams retro Halloween vibes. And if you follow the channel, you know that's something that I am definitely on board for, and that's all things retro when it comes to Halloween. I like my Halloween traditional. That's the way I like it. And this 12-foot mummy is definitely giving me traditional Halloween vibes. This is one I'm looking forward to seeing in person at Home Depot this year. Sound off in the comments below if you're also excited for this 12-foot mummy. And of course, if we're going to do 12-footers, Skelly also is returning. Doesn't look like much is different with Skelly this year. Home Depot always has Skelly every year for spooky season at Home Depot. And 2026 is going to be no exception with the return of the 12-foot Skelly animatronic. It's always a bestseller, so it's no doubt that they always keep bringing Skelly back. Now, other retail stores also have 12-foot skeletons, but Home Depot, of course, is the go-to for the 12-foot Skelly, and he will be returning in 2026. Now, it looks like in 2026, we're going to be getting the pirate animatronic that made the cutting room floor in 2025 due to the tariffs. But it looks like this year for spooky season 2026, the pirate animatronic is going to be making its way onto Home Depot floor sets. So seeing this demo in person definitely gives me a flashback to Lowe's with their nautical scene that they had a few years ago. I think it was last year that Lowe's was doing like some of the nautical Halloween animatronics. So seeing that on the floor set for Home Depot for 2026 definitely reminds me of that. And it would make a great addition if you had some of those Lowe's animatronics already in your collection. So if you were bummed about it in 2025 not making the cut, you can get excited now because the pirate is making his way to Home Depot as we speak. His ship is sailing right into Home Depot stores this spooky season. So sound off in the comments below if you'll be adding him to your animatronic collection. Next up, we have a rescan of Lethal Lily. Not much different here, just kind of a simple rescan of Lethal Lily. So it looks like she's going to be making her return. But of course, I love all things like this. Witches, ghosts, goblins, you name it. Like I mentioned earlier, the mummy, all of this is good old-fashioned traditional Halloween that you can't go wrong with. So the rescan of Lethal Lily is definitely one that I would consider adding to my collection. So sound off in the comments below and give me your opinion on what you think of the rescan of Lethal Lily coming to Home Depot in 2026. Now, this is pretty cool too. We've got these little twins here wearing the burlap sack masks Now, burlap sacks are always creepy in their own right. Definitely reminds me of old school horror movies like Dark Night of the Scarecrow and all of that type of stuff. So these twins are definitely some of my early picks that I think will be my favorites when I see them in person at Home Depot, because they definitely have a super creepy vibe. And these are ones that I definitely would consider if I could catch them on sale. And they're one of those that you get 2 animatronics more or less for the price of 1. So anytime you can score that, it's definitely a win. And these definitely are super creepy. I am definitely getting Dark Night of the Scarecrow vibes with a little Burlap Twins here. Super cool piece. Coming to Home Depot for Halloween 2026.
Thursday night. Something's happened to little Mary Lee. Who could have done it? But poor Bubba gets the blame.
Get the dogs in the guts.
Too bad, because you have to pay the price when you pick on the Scarecrow. Charles Durning and L.A. Law's Larry Drake, Dark Night of the Scarecrow, part of Lock Your Doors Week, Thursday night on TBS.
Now this is one that I've touched base on a few times. This was one of the earliest drops, I believe, as far back as December of last year, and that's the Gremlins Animatronics. A lot of people have mixed feelings about these, but being an 80s fan, I'm on board for all things Gremlins. Next up, I would say we definitely need an Alf animatronic, but the Gremlins Animatronics, you can't go wrong with it. All things retro and spooky go hand in hand with Halloween, so for me, I'm definitely looking forward to the Gremlins Animatronics. And we definitely got a close-up look of them yesterday at the Home Depot managers meeting.
What started out as a treasured Christmas gift
I'll bet every kid in America would like to have one of these. Keep him out of the sunlight.
turned into the craziest holiday
Keep him away from water.
the Peltzer family ever experienced.
Don't ever feed him after midnight.
What is it?
Start the new year off with a Steven Spielberg presentation of Gremlins, Sunday, only on NBC.
Looks like the Murderous Maple will also be returning this year. That's one of my favorites because on the back of my arm here, I've got a tattoo of what kind of is similar to the Murderous Maple. It's from a little art thing that I had to do when I was in 4th grade where they made us make our own little books, and I called it the Grouchy Tree. Little did I know years later that Home Depot would release an animatronic calling it the Murderous Maple. But it looks like the Murderous Maple is going to be getting a friend this year also in the form of the Ghost Tree. This appears to be a pretty big piece, and it appears to have very large arms that go outward. The Ghost Tree is a super cool piece, and I'm loving the color scheme on it. Definitely will look super cool alongside the Murderous Maple or any of your cemetery scenes that you set up with your animatronics outside. So sound off in the comments below. Let me know your opinions on what you think of the Ghost Tree in addition to the return of the Murderous Maple this year. As you saw at the start of the video, this one I believe is referred to as Poppy. It's more or less just a little demonized figure here popping up out of like a little crate barrel, and it's referred to as Poppy. This is one of those jump scare animatronics. You can never go wrong with those. This one is the one that everybody's seeing on YouTube right now, and probably going to be the demo that is on the Home Depot floor that everybody's going to go to and wear it out. And I'm sure it's going to be the go-to piece probably for 2026. So what do you think about Poppy? It's a traditional jump scare animatronic, but it's tried and true, and you can never go wrong with it. I think that Poppy looks pretty cool. There's tons of other stuff too. There's other kinds of decor. There's some images floating around, but I couldn't find the best images. So I'm just going to show you my standout piece here. Being a fan of dinosaurs and Jurassic Park movies and all of that stuff, I'm digging the skeleton raptor here. I think this is a super cool piece. If you're going for like a dinosaur type Halloween theme, would be a super cool piece to add to your front yard. And even if you're not doing a dinosaur theme, it's still a cool piece, even though I'm technically not a fan of those little skeleton dogs and cats. I think this oversized skeleton raptor looks pretty cool because as a kid, I always used to want to go digging for dinosaur bones and fossils and all of that stuff. So I think this kind of definitely fits into a memory from my past. So sound off in the comments below and let me know what you think about the skeleton raptor. It's not an animatronic, it's just like a decor outside piece. Let me know what you think in the comments below. That's a look at a lot of what dropped at the Home Depot managers meeting yesterday. Lots of cool animatronics coming our way for 2026. And of course, Lowe's has already released some of their animatronics. So we've got all of that to look forward to. Spirit Halloween has done a few drops. And I'm assuming that a lot of this stuff is going to start hitting probably sooner this year, because it looks like retail is pushing Halloween earlier and earlier. Of course, we've got to get to Summerween first, and I'm still thinking that eventually we're going to start seeing that on store shelves in the near future, because it's getting close to April now. And of course, April 30th will be halfway to Halloween. So super excited that when halfway to Halloween rolls around, we're only 6 months away from the big day, Halloween night. But here on Derek BlackHearts Spooky Club, it's Halloween 365 days a year. And I also do all things holiday, retro related, and spooky. So if you're new here and you enjoy this type of content, how about slashing that subscribe button and joining the club? And until next time, I'll see you on the dark side.
I got a black heart, it's a new start. Welcome to the Spooky Club. I got a black heart, it's a new start. Welcome to the Spooky Club. Take that! Join the Spooky Club.